sometimes having a big crack is good.
Yeah. You think so, baby?
Good afternoon, everybody.
Hello.
We are here at the Bacchanal buffet.
Yes. So today, are you team seafood or team
Carved meat.
That's what we're going to find out.
Yes, so we're going to see if it's worth getting the meat station or the seafood station for the price of the buffet.
We have 90 minutes, so that's the limit.
Yes. And then we'll meet in the middle at the
Desserts.
at the dessert station afterwards. So Leslie's here with us, so she'll give an overall opinion. But as far as the main meat and seafood, we'll see which one wins.
Everybody comes here for the meat and the seafood.
That's right. So I'm excited to see what they have to offer today. Ready?
Ready.
Let's go.
Okay, here we go. Seafood section. This is all of their stuff that they have on the side. Here's your cocktail sauce and everything. So I'm going to get my little dipping thing here. All the different. Let's get one shrimp.
This is the Cajun poached prawns.
Cajun poached prawns. Well, sea snails. I'm going to skip on the sea snails though. A lobster claw. Let's get a lobster claw. Look at that. That's already cut for you as well, which is really good. Chilled crab legs. Let's get one crab leg. Let's get a good looking one. There you go. Shrimp. Let's get 2 shrimps. These look good.
Good size. Look
Good
at that.
size. Dungeness crab. Get a small cluster. Aha. Found a small cluster. Oh, small
Wow, look
cluster.
at that. Look at that already.
Yep. Cortez clams. It's like those clams in some sort of sauce. It says here lemon, vinaigrette, and pepper. There we go. Jonah crab claws. I love Jonah crab claws. Let's go ahead and get one. There we go. That's 2. Hen Cove mussels. There's 1 mussel. Wow.
Look at this plate so far.
I know. All the seafood. Let's go around the corner. Here we go on this side now. This is for the steamed crab. Hello there. How you doing? Perfect. Thank you.
All right.
Here's the steamed crab. Kimchi oysters. Get one of these. Octopus. Get a good looking one. Right here. The shrimp and grits. Get one of these.
Nice presentation.
Yep. Uh-oh. And I ran out of room already again.
Oh, look at that. Already.
So let's go drop this off at the table. Last but not least, the seafood boil. You can hear New England seafood boil. Gives you a little bit of everything. I'm going to take a crawfish. Look at that. It's a whole.
Wow.
It's a whole one. Do you want to try one? Here we go. And a shrimp. There you go.
Any corn on the cob or anything?
Nah, I'll get one. 1 corn on the cob. And a clarified butter. Okay. I'm ready to go.
Wow.
Let me go drop this off and then it's your turn, baby.
I have my assistant right here holding my plates. We're about to enter the carved meat station. We're going to start off with the smoked brisket, the beef steamship, and the prime rib, and tri-tip at the end.
A little bit of the smoked brisket, please. A little bit of each, actually. Yep,
Yeah.
perfect size. The steamship, very little.
Yeah, that way we get to taste a little bit of everything, right?
Okay, prime rib.
Garlic and herb crust prime rib. Look at that. Oh, wow. That looks pretty good.
That's a good size.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. And the grilled tri-tip, please.
There.
Yep, that's it. Thank you.
Oh, boy. Look at
And
that.
there's your sausage,
Yeah, let's
babe.
throw a little au jus on there for me, babe. Especially over the prime rib. They also have peppercorn sauce and barbecue sauce.
And they splash it with a little bit of, looks like salt.
Yeah, some sea salt
Yeah.
right there.
All right, may I have a little piece of the slab bacon?
And the ham, right?
And the ham, yeah.
Right there.
Perfect, yep, and a little bit of the ham. Perfect size, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, perfect size. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Now, you know what I want? A little bit of mashed potatoes on there just to cut things up.
You got it.
Yeah. So we do have some mashed potatoes. And there are also some mac and cheese, but I just want that.
How's that?
Yeah, that's perfect. Maybe a little bit of mac and cheese as well.
Okay, babe.
Yeah, just to cut through all the different meats. Here we go.
Ah, it's cheesy.
Oh yeah, that's perfect. Okay, here we go.
Here we go. Let's try this out.
To the table.
I got everything that's on this seafood area on the one side, except for the sea snail. So we're gonna take a deep dive into these dishes and see if that's worth the price here. Here, I have the kimchi. It's a kimchi oyster. Let's go ahead and try this out. This is served hot, so it's on the hot side. It's a big oyster here. Oh. That is a wonderful flavor. Good oyster flavor. Those sauces really complement this oyster. Delicious. I like that brininess of that oyster as well. This is an octopus right here. So eat that octopus along. Let's see what this is right here with this little remoulade. Potato. That's a potato. Let's try this octopus. That octopus is a very good flavor. You can taste the little bit of spice to that, which matches it perfectly. It is chewy, but it's not rubbery. And so it's tender. So it was cooked very nicely. Of course, this is the potato. Good tasting potato as well. It looks like they boiled the potato and they smashed it. A delicious potato. Now I'm going to go ahead and try. This is the
shrimp and grits.
Shrimp and grits. Yeah. Shrimp and grits.
Again, that presentation is very nice.
Look at that. With the little shell here. Got the shrimp, got the grits, got some of the greens on it. Look at that. That's a good shrimp and grits. The shrimp is extremely sweet, which I was kind of surprised. The shrimp is sweet. These grits are very well cooked. It has a bit of a spice seasoning to it. Wow, this is good. And it kind of brings me back actually to New Orleans.
Oh, nice.
So you know it's a good grit.
Here's my selection of the carved meat station. Here we have the steamship, the barbecue brisket, the prime rib. This one, I have to put the name down because I forgot what it was. And the glazed ham and the bacon, like a thick cut bacon. Of course, I got a little bit of mashed potatoes and mac and cheese. But let's cut into this one here. I forgot what the name was, but we'll find out. Just to note, we are here at the start of dinner service at 3:30 p.m. So all of the food that we have here, it's not going to get any better than this. So you know it's not sitting out for a long time. Here we go, starting out with this meat. Bing, it came to me. As soon as I took that first bite, it's tri-tip. This has a beautiful crust along the outside, seasoned perfectly. Wow, this is very good. Now let me go into this ham. This is the glazed ham. You saw that nice piece. And it had did it have like pineapple?
Pineapple and cherry on it.
Yeah, here we go. That is a good piece of ham. Originally, because when I saw this outside piece, I thought, oh wow, I am 100% sure it's going to be a little bit dry, but it isn't. Very nice and moist, not salty at all. This is another surprise. This is just as good as that tri-tip. Now I'm going to move on to that thick cut bacon over here. These were all sliced, and look at that. Great mixture of fat and meat right here. Oh, looks really good. Forget thick cut bacon. This is straight up pork belly. It's delicious. Excellent ratio, perfect amount of seasoning. And what I love about it is none of these 3 pieces of meat are dried out. They retain a lot of the moisture that you want in a nice grilled meat. That is my favorite among all 3, is that pork belly. That is delicious. Wow. Maybe try these out right here. The mashed. Very creamy. And the mac and cheese also looks very cheesy and creamy. Both of these are excellent. Perfect for in between the different types of meat we have. Yes, this is very good. We're off to a great start.
These are the hot crab legs. They were steamed. Go ahead and crack these through. Oh. Wow,
It's
look at
nice
that.
when they're pre-cracked.
Yeah, makes it so much more easy. They do give you crackers, but it makes it so much more easy when they're pre-cracked. See if I can get this piece out. It's being a little stubborn. I think I got it though. Think I got it. Come on out. Uh-oh.
Oh, you did?
I got it.
Look at that.
That's a whole piece in that leg. That looks absolutely delicious, doesn't it? Go ahead, dip it in this butter, clarified butter. This is what you come to get. These crab legs are very sweet, very nice. It comes out in whole pieces. That clarified butter just enhances that flavor. But these crab legs I know can stand on their own. I'd give you a little bit of the crab leg and a little bit of the knuckle, so you have the best of the both worlds. They pretty much give you as much as you want, but I wanted very little because I have a lot of seafood to go through. This is delicious. Again, these are the hot crab legs. New England seafood boil. I got a little bit that was in each. Here's the corn. Here's the little cute little crabby, the shrimp, and I got a crawfish in there. Look how sharp these are, so be careful when you get this one and you break it open. I'm gonna head, take this body, see if I can snap it open. Right here. Here's the little thingy. Let's take this off. I think it'll make it a little bit more easy. There we go. That's the meat right in the inside of the body. Let's try this out. That meat, very well seasoned. However they season this, I can taste spices in here. I can taste kind of a Cajun spice in this. This body comes off really easy. There's tons of meat in this body, and you really get this type of crab for the meat in the body, not the legs. And this meat is good. I'd go back and get some more of this one. This one is a really tasty version, and it's served hot. This is delicious. I've never had anything like this before. This is the shrimp that comes in that seafood boil. I'm gonna go ahead and disassemble this. Here we go. Good piece that comes out. Just clean this a little bit. Here we go, just like that. The shrimp is okay. It's a little mealy. Unfortunately for me, the shrimp in this seafood boil is a little mealy, so it tastes like a little bit overcooked. Picked up a little bit of the seasoning. I would get the crab, but I would probably pass on that shrimp. And little crawfish. Let's go ahead and try this crawfish out. Go ahead and clean this up. Look how cute. It's a baby. Great tasting crawfish. That crawfish is really good. Has great seasonings in it as well. Not spicy at all. So far, the winner on the seafood boil is the crab and the crawfish.
This is the second part of the carved meats. Let's go in straight for the steamship over here. Now to note, I kind of learned my lesson from the past where if the temperature was a little bit rare for my liking. I used to get it refired, and sometimes the result is that they overcook it and it comes out too well done. So I'm getting everything as it's presented to me. So again, this is the steamship. Looks like it has a nice crest on it. I'll be honest here, every time I've gotten steamship at any buffet, not only Bacchanal, but anywhere that has it, I've always been a little disappointed. This has redeemed itself in the steamship world to me. That is a great beefy flavor, excellent crust and seasoning on there. This is delicious. Now, this is much different than the other steamships that I had. So I don't know what they were doing wrong in the past or in other buffets. But if it's like this all the time, I'm a steamship fan. Beef brisket, here we go. Oh, look at that. You really don't even need a fork. Knife, yeah. I'm using my fork here. So let's get this piece right here. Here we go. Beef brisket. And it says it's slowly smoked, right? I forgot how many hours, 14 hours or something. Here we go. The brisket is tender, but to me it's a little bit on the dry side. Sadly, it is a little bit dry. It's prime rib time. To know when they, just before they serve it to you, they put a little pinch of like sea salt on all the meat. So this is the prime rib right here. We did ask for a thin cut, so it's perfect. Here we go, prime rib. And we did put a little ladle of au jus on here as well. The prime rib is good. It's not the best, nor the worst I've had. It has nice amount of crust on here. Seasoning is very good on it. It is a little bit more rare than I would like, but I'm not gonna send it back and take a chance on it getting overdone. So I'm keeping it as is. My favorite on this plate is the steamship, followed by the prime rib, and then the beef brisket. So I'm gonna work on what I have here and then go back for another meat assault.
This is my cold plate. Everything here is on ice. First, I'm gonna try out this clam. This is the clam with that seasoning. Let's go ahead and try this out. Good chewy clam. It's a good seasoning. Has a little bit of spice to it. It has a little bit of tartness to it, which is really interesting. That's a very good clam. Move that over. Let's go ahead and try these little shrimpies. Got my cocktail sauce. Shrimpies, good plum, good shrimp flavor. That cocktail sauce just enhances that flavor. Have my mussel. These are the pen mussels. Let's go ahead and take this one out. That one is, it's marinated in white wine. That really comes out. Not the alcohol flavor, but that really good white wine flavor. And that is delicious. And here's the Jonas crab. Now this is going to take me a moment because these are usually really hard to crack. They put crackers on the table. Let me go ahead and crack this up. I got a good crack in here. And you know the Jonas crab, it is a harder shell. Look at that piece right there. Now hopefully this opens up really nicely, which it does. I'm gonna go ahead, look at that. That's that whole piece of that. Let me go try it before I put any butter. Extremely sweet. Wow, this is a good one. Now let me go ahead and dip it in my clarified butter. Here we go. This is a must-get. This Jonas crab tastes really good with that butter, but can stand on its own. Oh yeah, that meat is absolutely delicious. Jonas crab for the win. This is the Dungeness, baby, do you remember?
Yes, I believe so.
The Dungeness one. Go ahead. Take this apart. Yeah, I like how they kind of pre-cracked everything, so it makes it a bit easier. Take that out. Here we go. Delicious. What's really interesting is this is all crab. You would think sometimes it would taste the same. You can really taste the difference of all the crabs. One is more sweet. This one is more sea taste, so with a little bit of the brininess, which is delicious. This Jonas crab, and it's very hearty, and you can taste that difference in that crab. Oh, and I forgot my lobster claw. Now, I'm not a really big fan of lobster claws. To me, let's go ahead and try this out.
This is like breaking into Fort Knox.
No kidding. This one like took an army to open. So as you can tell, at least with the lobster claw, that crack didn't really help any. See if I can take this piece out. Kind of have to dig it out. Oh well, here we go. So I can take out. Let's try this out. But this lobster claw is delicious. The meat comes out whole and it has the really good lobster flavor. I can imagine this one in like a lobster bisque. This is good. Is it worth the struggle? It's up to you. But it's good. For me, it's not. But it's good.
Here we go. Look at this selection of meats again. We have the roast turkey with like a truffle au jus. Very interesting. We have the porchetta, which is the nice pork. And we have the roast chicken and a little roast quail. Now this is almost like having Thanksgiving. Too bad they don't have any stuffing and cranberry, right? Here we go. That roast turkey is pretty good. It is nice and moist. The truffle au jus, very interesting. I'm not getting a lot of truffle. It kind of reminds me of inside of a chicken pot pie, you have that gravy that's the same color as this. That's what it kind of reminds me of. But it matches the roast turkey perfectly. Now let me dig into this porchetta. This looks very good. You could tell all of the seasonings here. And it's wrapped, so the outer is supposed to be crispy, but as you can see, it's not very crispy at all on the outer skin. But let's see how the pork is. The porchetta is moist. On its own, it's a little bit plain. Here we go for the roast chicken. I'm going to use my fingers here. Very juicy. It's 100 times better than that porchetta. Roast chicken is a winner. Well, have you seen a smaller wing than this? Dark meat, very lean, much leaner than chicken. Seasoning, it tastes a lot of grill flavor on it, but I'm not getting any saltiness of a seasoning type. Is it good? Yeah, I'd say it's good.
They had a few other seafood items. So this is what I chose to get. I got the hamachi, the ahi poke, the salmon nigiri. They had another salmon with mushrooms, a fish ceviche, and a shrimp ceviche.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to try this out.
Leslie does have some chips there, just in case you need it.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and let's try out first this salmon. This salmon is with mushrooms and a risotto. Let's see how this one comes out. Good salmon flavor, but those mushrooms overpower the salmon. You have to be a mushroom fan for this one, which I am a mushroom fan, but I wish the salmon flavored would come out more. Go ahead. That was the hot one. Everything else is cold. Let me go try this ceviche right here, fish ceviche. That looks really good. Good ceviche. That citrus, really good citrus on this ceviche. Yep, you need some of those chips, Auntie, with this ceviche. This is the shrimp ceviche, has the lime in there. Let's try this one out. The sauce on the ceviche is a little bit sweet. Good shrimp flavor. If you're into the sweeter ceviche, this is the one. Now this is the completely different grid. This is the ahi poke. Go ahead. I should have grabbed some chopsticks while I was over there. It has the ahi poke with the rice and the seaweed. That's actually a pretty good ahi poke. The poke, slight heat to it. Good rice, that seaweed. I lied. There's a heat to it, so be careful when you get this one. That heat is the one that kind of creeps up on you. So I would have Auntie try this, but this is going to be way too spicy for her. Go ahead. Try this hamachi. It's like a little one-drop little popper, but I had to take off the chili. That's a good hamachi. And last but not least, the salmon nigiri. Good salmon nigiri. I usually stay away from buffet nigiris, buffet sushis and things, but this is actually a really good flavor. And my favorites here is probably the nigiri. Everything else is good.
These are the last two on the meat line. Here we have the wood-fired lamb T-bone. That's a mouthful right there. And of course, the bone marrow with chimichurri on top. I'm no expert on the bone marrow by any means, so I'm like the regular guy who's gonna try it for the first time. Here we go. It's not bad. It has a lot of that chimichurri flavor to it. Naturally, it is a little bit on the fatty side. That's what the bone marrow is. So along with the little toasted crostini bread, it's good. It's like beef butter, like we always explain it the way it is. Here we go. The lamb T-bone. Let's cut into this. Advertises wood-fired, so they must have a wood-fired grill in the back. Get some of this puree. Try this out. Am I a huge lamb fan? No, I'm not. Is this delicious? Yes, it is. Lots of flavor in this. Not gamey at all. Just has a lamb flavor to it. This is definitely worth trying. If you've always wondered about trying lamb out for the first time, or you do like lamb chops, this is worth it. Perfectly seasoned, nice and tender and juicy. Now this, I would eat all the time. This is delicious.
We got a wide array of desserts. The only ones we didn't get are any of the gelatos because it's a very long line for the gelatos. So we got everything else. It looks delicious. These are customized crepes. This one is a summer peaches crepe with candied pecans and raspberry sauce to it. Delmar is the one that made the crepe for me. It is his specialty. This is what he recommends. You gotta come and say hi to him. Extremely sweet guy. We have the panna cotta. This is the panna cotta. Pineapple sodan cake, ube. This is the Vietnamese coffee one. This one is, oh, I don't remember. This one is the creme brulee. This is a Boston cream donut. The strawberry shortcake. That was the panna cotta one.
Oh, okay.
Thai tea. I'm missing one. Oh, I know what it is. Tiramisu. That was the tiramisu one.
Wow.
Yeah, we're gonna try all of this out.
You know what?
It's
Looks
delicious, huh, baby?
Yeah, that pineapple upside down has. I had my eye on that one right there.
That's the one you're gonna try.
In fact, I'm gonna try this crepe out first.
My favorite. Let's see. The tiramisu was good. That little one with the little bee on it, that was actually banana. It's like a banana cream pie little thing. That was very good as well. The creme brulee was good, very good tasting. The peach with the caramelized pecans and the raspberry. Again, Delmar, the crate maker, he knows his stuff. That was good too. Those, and then all of that, my favorite probably had to be the crepe.
I tasted everything. Everything was very good. My favorite, the pineapple upside down cake. This was very good. I liked it better than the one we had in the luau. I'll be honest, very good. All right, Leslie, was it worth the money, and what's your overall opinion on the Bacchanal?
I really enjoyed it. I think it's a great variety, and I would come again. Yes, I would say it's worth it.
That is a wrap from the Bacchanal buffet.
I thought it was a much better experience than we've had in the past.
For me, definitely yes. The last time I came here, I kind of didn't think too highly of all the meats.
Right.
This time it was much better.
Yes.
The only couple semi-misses I had was the beef brisket was on the dry side. The porchetta was a little plain, but everything else was very good.
On my side, it was those big giant shrimps with the head on it. Thought inside was a bit mealy.
In the boil, right?
In the boil,
Right.
and even on the cold side, the shrimp was the same. Very hard to peel. Very hard to peel. What else did I have a miss on, baby?
The mushroom, you said it was a little strong.
So I love salmon. I love mushrooms, and I had my mind though set on salmon, but the one with the risotto underneath and the mushrooms on top, those mushrooms really overpowered that salmon where you couldn't even taste the salmon. You only tasted mushroom. To me, delicious because I like mushrooms, but I was really in my head thinking of the salmon.
Yeah, and all the other seafood, the crabs, everything was good. The lobster.
Everything was good, and you go to your liking. Now, it is a 90-minute limit.
Yes.
It is very overwhelming, especially if you're going to come here on the first time. The time goes by fast because it's a very big buffet and it's overwhelming. You almost have to do a game plan. I mean, we've been here several times and we even had a game plan and we were pushing that 90-minute limit.
Right, we
so
just made it under the wire.
Just a little bit heads up, yeah.
To note, our server did not push us out.
No, not at all.
No, so we were just conscious of what time it was.
Yes, and this right now, we had our reservation at 3:30. Yeah. Now for your meats, I don't know if they were on par today because we came in right when it opened and didn't sit there. It was better tasting, you think, right?
It's quite possible.
Yeah.
We could only tell you what our experience is for today.
Yes. And we know sometimes it runs between different people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, do we have any shout outs?
I do. First of all, we just saw a family in there. First of all, thank you to everybody who said hi to us here. Just passing by, hugs, pictures, anything that.
Yeah.
Met a lovely family in here right before we were leaving from Toronto.
Yes.
Thank you so much for watching. The sweetest lady.
Oh, yeah.
So thank you so much for watching. And was it her son?
Yes, it was.
And her son?
Yes.
Sweetest people. Thank you so much for saying hi to us. And then I have a little list of, thank you for the family who are actually the couple who said hi to us in New Orleans. Several couples who said hi to us in Orleans. And as we're walking around in Caesars, Flamingo, kind of everywhere.
Right.
Here we have shout outs. Adele, happy birthday. Debbie, happy birthday. Myrna, happy birthday. Jennifer, happy birthday. Megan, happy birthday. Greg Robertson, happy birthday. Sarah and Tyler, thank you so much for watching. Daryl and Anne. Was it Daryl?
I don't know that. You wrote them down, not me.
Thanks. You guys said hi at the Orleans for me. It wasn't Daryl. It was Farouk.
Yes.
Farouk and Anne, thank you so much for watching. My phone corrected it. But I remember you, Farouk. I remember you. And Karina and Mike, happy anniversary.
Yes, happy birthday, happy anniversary. And of course, thank you so much for saying hi to us when you see us around. Yes. Please come up anytime.
Yeah, anytime at all.
Yeah. So that wraps up our buffet here at the Bacchanal at Caesar's Palace.
I recommended it again before it was kind of off our list. Go to Wynn, for your seafood, but this one's back on the list.
Yes, the Bacchanal is the most grandest buffet of them all.
Yeah, and we don't know. Right? We paid $79.99. We don't know if that's maybe a weekday price because it is a Tuesday. We don't know if it's more expensive on the weekend. Right. We don't know, but we paid $79.99.
That's the price we paid. So until our next adventure, we'll catch you guys in the next one.